All right, let's get started then. And Unifyapps, that company has raised about $11 million in seed funding led by Elevation Capital along with some of the founders and angel investors. Pavitar Singh is the co-founder and CEO of Unifyapps, now joining us on the show. Thanks so much for taking time out. So you're going to look at building an integrated, a unified integration platform. Tell us a little bit more about how exactly this is going to work and what you're going to use the funds for.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. We raised $11 million. Elevation led the round. I think majority of our focus now is to continue to invest in our R&D. So almost 70% of that will invest in building our platform, and 30% of that will spend on our go-to-market efforts.
So essentially, how exactly is it that Unifyapps works? What exactly does the platform do in terms of helping businesses to connect and streamline software tools?
No, Avani, let me take us through the journey. So when we talk about any large business, when we talk about a large bank, when we talk about a large D2C business, any kind of business, they use a lot of technology internally. Sometimes they use almost 400 to 500 different pieces of technology to run the business. And majority of time, this technology is not connected to each other. So our platform enables a seamless connection between all the technology they are using, which in the end leads to a better employee experience and a better customer experience. And finally, these are the two things crucial for running any successful business.
So how are you really leveraging technology? Because you're at the forefront of this. There's a number of SaaS players that are not really connected to each other. So here's where you're utilizing technology to really come at the forefront and build the company.
Yeah, so when we talk about, let's take even example of someone like a marketing team, right? So marketing team uses around 40 to 50 different pieces of technology. They'll be using some technology to run their website, that will be their CMS. They'll be using some technology to run their email marketing campaigns. They'll be using some technology to host their digital assets. They'll be using some technology for content production workflows. They'll be using some technology for event management, advertising, social media. So every facet of that business or every facet of marketing using a lot of technology to just make their job seamless, right? And even when we take the use case of marketing, a lot of time, even just having a consistent campaign executed across every channel, whether that's TV, email, print, web, social, right? It needs a lot of coordination across teams. And that's why we come in there and we can seamlessly make context available in all these applications. So you don't need to repeat yourself. You are not wasting a lot of manual time re-uploading or reconfiguring all the campaigns across the board, actually. That's just one example. But there are a ton of examples how we are able to connect technology together.
And I understand that, this was founded by you and there are 7 other co-founders. How does that work?
So all of us were together at Sprinkler, Avani. And Sprinkler, we created a fairly successful business. So I was the chief technology officer at Sprinkler, and I was there for 11 and a half years. And where I took that business from roughly $1 million in revenue to almost 700 plus million plus revenue. We listed it in New York Stock Exchange in 2021. So we all were there together. We all have been working almost, have a chemistry to work almost 10 to 12 years together. And we were always obviously wanted to start something in future, and the timing was right for us. That's how we started on this new idea. And when we were obviously in our enterprise career, we always used to see how a lot of businesses, almost every business struggles with these amount of technology they use and amount of disjointed technology it has become. And it leads to obviously customer frustration, employee frustration. So we saw an opportunity, we came together and we started the business.
So what are your financials currently and what's the long-term growth plan?
Yeah, no, we just started business almost 6 months back. So obviously the day one principle, so let's get an amazing team together. We did that. So today we are almost 70, 75 people organization. So we did the first phase of that. Second phase for us was, let's get a solid product off the ground. We are making great progress in that. And then obviously signing up customers. So we were blessed to have amazing customers try out our products and start doing contracts with us. So that was a great validation we were getting. Our long-term ambitions is we want to create a generational company. I mean, we are a long-term players. We don't think in 1 year, 2 year horizons. This is almost 15-year to 20-year run for us. Last all of us were together, we did a 12-year run at Sprinkler. So we know the amount of time and energy and patience it takes to build a really sustainable business. And I think our long-term plans, like any other business, is to list someday in our public markets. And building a global company which is headquartered in India with the parent company in India. Someday we intend to list ourselves in NSE and BSE in Mumbai. That's our long-term aspirations.
All right, good to have you on board. Thanks so much for joining in.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.